is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Jill Diffendahl of WDWNT.com, standing in for Eric Morton, who got off a plane and is driving a minivan right now. And I'm also standing in for Tom Corliss, who is still on a boat unless his parents threw him overboard. One or both of them should be back to bring you the news next week. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. Here now is the news for December 27th, 2024. Recently released government records have proven that the members of the former Board of Supervisors for the Reedy Creek Improvement District broke no criminal laws before Florida Governor Ron DeSantis appointed the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District to replace it. In early 2023, RCID was renamed the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, and Governor Ron DeSantis appointed a new board. CFTOD nullified a development agreement between Disney and RCID, claiming proper notice wasn't given to the property owners in the district regarding the agreement. Governor DeSantis asked the state's Office of Chief Inspector General to review the former RCID board's actions to determine if the board broke any criminal or civil laws. As reported in an article by News 6, the investigation found a blurring of the lines between the Walt Disney Company and the Reedy Creek Improvement District. However, Florida's Chief Inspector General quietly ended its review of the district's former board earlier this year without issuing any recommendations, according to a memo obtained by News 6 through a public records request. A new Walt Disney World commercial that debuted during the Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade special features Disney villains teasing the new Disney Villains Land in the works for the Magic Kingdom, as well as the upcoming stage show at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The ad mentions a world of villains and shows a guest picking up an apple while kids greet Snow White. The ad then transitions to show the Evil Queen and Maleficent. The Disney Villains Land will be an expansion to Magic Kingdom beyond Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The Villains Land was officially announced at D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan event, in August 2024. Disney Parks blog described it as a place where poison apples are aplenty and magic potions can ruin your whole day. It will have 2 attractions, dining and shopping. An opening time frame for the land has not been announced. The ad also prepares guests to encounter their favorite baddies at the stage show coming soon to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. Taking over Sunset Showcase following the closure of Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, this new show will feature appearances by dozens of Disney villains, including Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, and Maleficent. The new show is scheduled to open in the summer of 2025. Lightning Lane Premier Pass has sold out for 3 Walt Disney World theme parks on New Year's Eve and other upcoming dates, including into 2025. We previously reported on the all-inclusive Lightning Lane Pass selling out for several days at Magic Kingdom and Disney's Hollywood Studios for Christmas week. Now, Magic Kingdom is sold out through January 3rd. Hollywood Studios is sold out through December 31st, and EPCOT is sold out on New Year's Eve. However, Lightning Lane Premier Pass is available for Disney's Animal Kingdom for all dates. Park passes are also gone for New Year's Eve at Magic Kingdom and EPCOT. As usual, both parks will feature special fireworks shows. Lightning Lane Premier Pass allows one-time access to every Lightning Lane eligible attraction at a single park. Guests staying at any Walt Disney World Resort hotel are able to purchase Lightning Lane Premier Pass, as long as it's not sold out. In the latest viral clip of Disney guest behavior, a guest holding a very young child in his arms yelled at a Pirates of the Caribbean cast member while the ride was broken down on Christmas Day. The video was shared on TikTok by user theworking.mom. The person filming is in a boat near the end of Pirates of the Caribbean at Magic Kingdom. A cast member stands on the edge of a platform next to the boat, pausing while an announcement finishes. The cast member then seems to ask, "Is everyone okay?" A few guests yelled no. The camera then pans to show guests in multiple backed up boats. One guest stands in the boat, holding a young child in his arms. The guest starts pointing and yelling at the cast member. While it's hard to hear everything he says over the sounds of other guests and the ride, we could make out, "You better get me out of here." At one point, he shows the cast member something on his phone. The cast member then appears to tell the guest to sit down. The Working.mom said in a comment that the guest, quote, ended up walking off behind the prop and then the ride started working and we found him at the exit yelling at the CM. Tensions are often high during the holidays, especially considering the long wait times at Disney parks. But that doesn't make it a great idea to endanger your child or yell at someone who's just trying to help and who's stuck working on Christmas Day. Let me take this opportunity for a quick public service announcement. Cast members are the magic. Scaffolding is up in front of Test Track as crew members install more elements of the EPCOT attraction's new Canopy, which juts out from the show building below the exterior ride track. The old Test Track canopy was completely removed after the ride closed in June. The reimagined Test Track will open next summer. Concept art released by Disney shows approximately what the completed canopy will look like. Test Track first opened in 1999, replacing the opening day EPCOT attraction World of Motion, RIP. Test Track received a major update in 2012, becoming Test Track 2.0. The new Test Track 3.0 will celebrate the history of transportation achievements, drawing inspiration from World of Motion. It will also revert to its original General Motors sponsorship after years of sponsorship under the Chevrolet banner. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next magical vacation from Disney World and Disneyland to Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. They are also able to book unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate park day. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. Fort Wilderness at Walt Disney World Resort is renowned for its festive atmosphere, especially during the holiday season. This year, however, a Grinch dampened the fun for some guests. One of the most cherished traditions at Fort Wilderness during the holidays is the exchange of small gifts and tokens of goodwill among campers. Many guests leave items in their stockings, whether it's a sweet treat, a heartfelt note, or even a small holiday trinket for their fellow campers to enjoy. This exchange fosters a sense of community and camaraderie that's truly unique to Fort Wilderness Resort. This year, on Christmas Eve around 3 p.m., thieves in golf carts were reportedly targeting the campsites and swiping items from stockings left out in the spirit of giving. These thefts were not isolated events, as multiple campsites were targeted by at least one Grinch who was driving a golf cart through the loops, taking items without permissions. Guests who were affected quickly contacted guest relations, reporting the thefts and hoping for resolution. It remains unclear if any suspects have been identified or apprehended, and Disney has yet to release an official statement regarding the matter. Despite these unfortunate incidents, the holiday spirit at Fort Wilderness has remained strong. The thefts have not stopped the community from coming together and spreading goodwill, with many saying the actions of a few individuals won't dampen the collective spirit of the season. Disneyland Resort aired the first commercial for their 70th anniversary celebration during the Disney Parks Magical Christmas Day Parade special. The new commercial uses a 3D model of Magic Kingdom instead of Disneyland Park. Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle and the Compass Rose are correct, but have clearly been copied and pasted into the Magic Kingdom. Ex-user Mouska Gamer circled several features unique to the Florida park: Pinocchio Village House, Prince Charming Regal Carousel, the Fantasyland expansion walls, the Hall of Presidents, the Fantasyland Tomorrowland Bridge, and Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe roof. We don't know why Disney would use the Magic Kingdom model instead of a Disneyland one, which they surely already have. Clearly, they knew this was Magic Kingdom and not Disneyland, hence they carefully placed clouds and correct castle. Maybe they thought Magic Kingdom looked better. The 30-second spot doesn't feature any new details about the 70th anniversary celebration, which kicks off in May 2025 and runs into the summer of 2026. The ad features Mickey in his new 70th anniversary costume, sending a magical invitation from Main Street USA to guests. A new shop, Madame Leota's Somewhere Beyond, opened on Monday at Disneyland. With this debut, we might have just received a possible first look at the rumored new bride for the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. The shop is themed to a carriage house that once housed Madame Leota. A social media post by @DrewDisneyDude pointed out something noteworthy in the new shop: a photo of an unfamiliar ghostly bride. The post shows a close-up image of a ghost bride from one of the photos shared by the Disney Parks official Instagram page. The bride in the portrait of the photo is very visibly not Constance Hatchaway, which leads us to question if this could possibly be the new rumored bride. Earlier this year, we reported that sources indicated that the attic and hitchhiking ghost scenes of the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland would be updated during the ride's extended closure. It was alleged that the Haunted Mansion would receive a new bride and a new scene around her. The murderous Constance Hatchaway was reportedly to have a window behind her made of projections. These rumors were not confirmed, and of course, Disney's plans can always change. The Disneyland attraction is currently operating as Haunted Mansion Holiday through January 6, 2025. On January 7th, the Haunted Mansion will continue its refurbishment and, per the official Disneyland website events calendar, will reopen to the public on January 18th, 2025. Disneyland Resort filed a change of use permit to turn the former ESPN Zone building in downtown Disney District into multiple storefronts. Disney filed the new permit with the City of Anaheim, and it was issued on December 24, 2024. Essentially, the permit hopes to divide the building into 3 stores, 2 on the first floor and 1 on the second. The work is valued at $3.5 million. ESPN Zone closed in 2018, as did Rainforest Cafe and AMC Theaters, to make way for a new Disneyland Resort hotel. The hotel project was ultimately canceled, and Rainforest Cafe became Star Wars Trading Post, while the AMC was demolished for other downtown Disney District updates. However, the large ESPN Zone building has remained unoccupied, except for some limited time opportunities like a photo op experience and a Magic Band Plus shop. The old Space Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland has been mostly dismantled as a new version of the attraction is constructed. When we last reported on construction, the tallest spires of the old Space Mountain had been removed. Now, most of the exterior is gone, giving a clear look inside what remains of the attraction. No roller coaster tracks are visible, indicating most, if not all, of the actual ride is gone. There's scaffolding at the bottom of the building and on the central support structure. Thin scrims cover parts of the scaffolding. Most of the remaining white paneling faces the rest of the parks, so guests don't have to see much of the construction while they're enjoying Tomorrowland. Space Mountain closed permanently in July at Tokyo Disney Resort. It was an opening day Tokyo Disneyland attraction in 1983. It was originally based on the Disneyland version of Space Mountain, but was later updated to be more like the Magic Kingdom version. The new Space Mountain in Tokyo is scheduled to open in 2027. The framework of the new show building appears mostly complete, with the conical shape now clear. The first piece of track arrived in the spring, but the coaster is now almost completely blocked from view by the building and scaffolding. No exterior paneling has been installed on the show building yet. Some track can be glimpsed through the framework. The new ride is rumored to be named Space Mountain Earthrise. The Oriental Land Company is spending approximately 56 billion yen, or $437 million, on the new Space Mountain. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those that didn't make it onto today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Inner Globe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Jill Diffendahl saying enjoy the rest of your 2024 and have a great, big, beautiful 2025.